What's up, family? I know that a lot of people are still grieving DJ Twitch's death, and he has family and friends who love him dearly, who might be offended about what I'm about to say. Now, it ain't my job to go around trying to offend people. So while I may have empathy for the loss of a loved one, I'm not buying this narrative that they're trying to spin about the manner in which DJ Twitch died. For starters, the wife says he left the house for the first time without taking his car. He never does that. His body is found a mile away at a seedy hotel. This is a rich guy checking into a seedy hotel to allegedly off himself. They find the body the next day, although there was no reports of anyone hearing a gunshot. The maid finds the body, contacts the manager. The manager and the maid says there was no visible sign of blood, even though he was reportedly shot in the head. They also didn't see any visible sign of a suicide note, which the authorities said he left that included some ambiguous language about his past challenges. The next day, he dies on December 13th. The next day, December 14th, the wife, Allison, sends a message out over the internet, on social media. And these are her words. "It is with the heaviest of hearts that I have to share my husband, Stephen, has left us. Stephen lit up every room he stepped into. He valued family, friends, and community above all else, and leading with love and light was everything to him. He was the backbone of our family, the best husband and father, and an inspiration to his fans. To say he left a legacy would be an understatement, and his positive impact will continue to be felt. I am certain there won't be a day that goes by that we won't honor his memory. We ask for privacy during this difficult time for myself and especially for our 3 children. Stephen, we love you, we miss you, and I will always save the last dance for you." Hey, sounds beautiful. But what happened to the police investigating the wife first? Anytime someone is killed who is married, or even if they're not married, if they're in a relationship, the first suspect is always the surviving spouse. Why is there no reports of the police having a conversation with her and saying that, hey, yeah, we're looking into it. Yeah, the wife is a suspect. Now, perhaps she is a suspect. Perhaps they got something going on in the quiet that we don't know about. But this suicide is just too nicely wrapped up and bowed on top. It's just too nicely. It just fits too perfectly. There is like no conversation at any point with the wife being shocked that he would do something like this. Like, I can't believe it. He was such a loving husband and father. I don't know what to think. Something's wrong here. I don't think this was a suicide. I don't think it was a suicide. I think the man was murdered. If he did commit suicide, where are the whys from the wife, the loving wife? Look, fam, I've seen enough of these cases to know that Everything that glitter ain't gold. So often, people, when their marriage is in shambles, when their relationship is in shambles, they take to social media and they put on this big front like everything is okay. Perhaps that's some type of defense mechanism or some type of survival tool they use. But many times, people put on this front like everything is okay. And the whole world is falling down all around them. The walls are closing in. Next thing you know, it's Splitsville. Anytime there is a death and with someone involving someone who is in a relationship, the spouse is always considered a suspect. Why isn't anyone considering this woman a suspect? I'm not buying it, fam. I'm not buying it. I've seen too many smiling faces who turned out to be killers. Too many smiling faces who turned out to be robbers and jackers. Too many smiling faces who turned out to be backstabbers. I'm not buying it. And I'll tell you this. That should be what's up with the investigation looking into the insurance policy? What kind of insurance policy did they have? You know? This is Detective 101. You know, investigation 101. Suspect the spouse, check for insurance policies, the amount, check to see if the spouse had any kind of relationships with anybody else, if the spouse had some type of affair going on. We'll see. Let's see how soon she get a new boyfriend, a new hubby. Let's see if she changes her wardrobe. She buys a new wardrobe, start buying new appliances around the house, buy a bigger house. Let's see if she gets some new cars. Let's see how happy she is in the aftermath of losing her best friend on planet Earth. I'm not buying it, fam. I understand some of y'all are hurting and, you know, that was your guy and y'all love this woman and all that kind of stuff and y'all hate the fact that somebody would even question that. But not trying to offend you, fam, but I gotta speak on it. This ain't sitting right with my spirit. I absolutely believe that there's more to the story. If that man was not murdered, if he committed suicide, there's still more to this story, a lot more to the story. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.